All right, welcome everyone here to the Terrace, the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight, Abby Veers, Kenny Barnhart, Caden, and Caitlin on our sideline cameras for us here tonight. And as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Linder here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network as Triton welcomes in the LaVille Lancers. 7-4 in the season for Michael Edison and his crew, and in his 18th season, he hit win number 250 in a game against South Newton in a tournament at Wawasee. Triton 6-1 on the year after a big win against Winamac to end 2025. And they find themselves back again against a very tough LaVille team. Jason Groves, of course, in his 21st season, 352 wins for him as these two sides greet here tonight. We'll turn it over here to our Hall of Famer as he has some notes for us this evening.
Thanks, Andy, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to a classic Northern Indiana basketball rivalry. Tonight, number 5 ranked Triton hosts LaVille in a matchup that goes back decades. These two programs have met 78 times since the 65-66 season, with Triton holding the 47-31 advantage. Here in Bourbon, Triton is 18-12 against LaVille on their home floor. In the Jason Groves versus Michael Edison era, which began in 09-10, when Edison took over at LaVille, these two coaches have faced each other 24 times. Coach Groves holds a 13-11 edge in those matchups, showing just how competitive this rivalry has been under their leadership. One fascinating note, despite 78 meetings spanning decades, these two teams have never played an overtime game against each other. Every game has been decided in regulation. And there's extra intrigue tonight. These teams will meet again in just 2 weeks on January 20th at LaVille in the opening round of the Bi-County tournament. So tonight's game could set the tone for that rematch. Let's talk recent history because it couldn't have been much closer. These teams split last year's series 1-1 with both games decided by a combined 3 points. On January 7th, 2025, Triton traveled to LaVille and escaped a 49-48 victory, a 1-point thriller in the regular season. LaVille got the last word on January 25th in the Bi-County Championship. LaVille Lancers edged Triton 39-37. That's right, another nail-biter, this time with LaVille winning by 2. And here's what makes this rivalry so compelling. The last 3 regular season meetings between these teams have been decided by a total of 4 points. In 2024, Triton won 59-41, but before that, in 23, LaVille won 51-35. The one-possession games seem to happen when they meet in the regular season. 4 of the last 10 meetings overall have been decided by 1 or 2 points. In that championship game in January against Triton, LaVille struggled offensively, shooting just 32.6% from the field and getting dominated on the glass 30-16. LaVille's Colin Zarnecki led all scorers with 17 points in that game, but here's the key. Zarnecki graduated, taking all 17 points per game with him. Let's set the stage with where these teams are right now. Triton is ranked number 5 in Class 1A with a 6-1 record and a perfect 4-0 mark in the Hoosier North. And folks, this is one of the most dominant teams in the area. The Trojans are outscoring opponents by nearly 21 points per game, 57-36, and that's 20.9 point margin tells you this team is winning on both ends of the floor. But here's what should have LaVille's attention. Triton is coming off their best defensive performance of the season, holding Winamac to just 32 points in a 54-32 road victory before the holiday break. Triton's defensive dominance. Let's start with the defense because that's where Triton teams hang its hat. The Trojans are holding opponents to 35.6% shooting from the field and an abysmal 26.6% from three-point range. But here's the number that should terrify LaVille. Triton is forcing 17.6 turnovers per game while committing only 10.6 themselves. That's a +7 turnover margin, and they're converting those turnovers into 24.4 points per game. The catalyst for all that chaos is 5'11 senior guard Landon Patrick. Number 4, they call him the master of chaos, and tonight you'll see why. Patrick is averaging 4.29 steals per game, and that Winamac game last Thursday, he tied the school record with 9 steals, matching Ben Montebeano's mark from the 09-10 season. As a team, Triton is averaging 12.1 steals per game compared to LaVille's, who's turning the ball over 16.8 times per game, and you can see the potential for problems tonight. Now on the offensive end, what makes Triton's team so difficult to defend is the balance. 4 different players are averaging 9 to 12.6 points per game. Sophomore guard Brady Wood, they call him Brady Buckets, leads the way at 12.6 points per game at 5'11". He's been remarkably efficient, shooting 51.5% from the field overall, including 73% on 2-pointers, 33 from beyond the arc. His 1.23 points per shot is the best on the team. Senior guard Julian Swanson, number 10, Magic Swanson at 5'9", is averaging 11 points per game. Senior guard Gage Riffle, number 20, the mailman, stands at 6 foot and checks in at 9.86 points per game. And senior 6-foot forward Jaden Overmeyer, the Jet, rounds out the group at 9 points per game. That balanced attacks means you can't key on one player. Take away one shooter and 3 are ready to beat you. Speaking of Riffle, let's talk about the three-point line, because this is where Triton could really exploit LaVille's weakness. The Trojans are attempting 19.3 pointers per game and committing on 36.3 of them. That's 7 made threes per game, accounting for 21 points of their 57-point average. The mailman delivers from downtown. Riffle leads the team with 13 made threes through 7 games. The Swanson brothers have combined for 18 more. Now here's why this matters. LaVille is shooting just 26% from three-point range as a team. That's 10% point average for Triton, and in a game that could come down to a few possessions, that perimeter shooting could be the difference. The Trojans are also dominating on the glass. They're winning the rebounding battle by 29 to 23.3 points per game, and more importantly, they're grabbing 34% of available offensive rebounds while limiting opponents to just 22.8. Senior forward Jaden Overmeyer leads the team with 6.29 rebounds per game, including 2.29 offensive boards. Despite not having overwhelming size, Overmeyer's timing and motor make him one of the most efficient rebounders in the conference. Those second chance opportunities are generating 8 points per game for Triton. Tonight against LaVille's 6'3" Braden Foster and rebounding battle will be crucial. Foster averages 6.7 boards for the Lancers and a physical presence inside. It'll be interesting to see if his size advantage translates to controlling the glass, or if Overmeyer's intensity and Triton's team rebounding principles neutralize that height difference.
He's talking.
Patrick's all-around impact. Back to number 4, Landon Patrick. His impact goes well beyond those steals. He's averaging 4.29 assists per game, orchestrating an offense that shares the ball extremely well. The Trojans are averaging 12.3 assists per game as a team, nearly double the 7 their opponents are managing. Patrick has played 177 minutes through 7 games. That's more than any other player, and there's a reason Coach Groves, in his 21st season with over 350 career wins, keeps him on the floor. The advantage metrics show Triton is 20 points better per game when Patrick is on the court. In that bi-county championship loss last January, Patrick was held scoreless after going 0-2 from the field. You can bet he remembers that game, and LaVille will have their hands full trying to contain him tonight. We got more time?
Well, I think you're getting summoned behind you, I think, potentially, but...
Oh. The starting 5, Patrick at 5'11", Julian Swanson 5'9", Overmeyer 6 foot, Griffel 6 foot, and Wood 5'11", have been on the floor together nearly 80 minutes this season and have outscored opponents by 59 points in that time. Plus, that's a plus 0.74 points per game. Excellent production from the first unit. It's not the biggest lineup you see, but Coach Groves has built a group that plays bigger than their size through excellent positioning, relentless effort. Against LaVille's 6'3" Foster and 6'4" Lance Edison, that size disadvantage will be tested. And when the starting 5 needs a breather, Coach Groves has confidence in his bench. Senior forward Isaac Quintana, Iceman, has provided solid minutes as the 6th man, averaging 2.71 points per game and 2.57 rebounds in limited time. The second unit, featuring players like 5'11" sophomore guard Jamison Showtime Swanson, 5'9" junior guard Blaze Hensley, and 6'2" sophomore forward Jaden Doc Arnett, have been particularly effective defensively, allowing just 0.22 points per possession in their minutes together. Tonight's game here in Bourbon, where the Trojans have been especially dominant, Triton is 4-1 at home this season, shooting 57.9% from the field in front of their home crowd. Opponents shoot just 33.7 here, including 24.5 from these three-point range. The crowd should be electric tonight. It's a rivalry game, and the fans haven't forgotten that 39-37 bi-county championship loss last January. Now let's talk about tonight's opponent. LaVille comes in with a 7-4 record and a 1-1 in the Indiana Northern State Conference under head coach Michael Edison, who in his 18th year at the school, with a combined record 250 wins and 159 losses. The Lancers season has been a journey. They opened with a 58-49 win over Westville on November 26th, but then hit adversity with losses to number 3 ranked 2A Westville 33-61, Jimtown 43-52, and Manchester 51-66. They bounced back with wins over Glenn, Argus, and a thrilling 66-65 overtime victory at North Judson on December 20th. Then came the Wawasee tournament over the New Year holiday. While LaVille went 3-1, they beat South Central 60-51, Victory Prep 58-39, the South Newtons 58-40 to reach the championship game undefeated in pool play. In Saturday's title game, both teams entered the identical record 6-3, and it was a defensive slugfest. Wawasee edged LaVille 39-37 in overtime. The Lancers are averaging 51.5 points per game and giving up 51.4, essentially playing a one-possession game all season long. LaVille's offense runs through one player, and I cannot emphasize this enough. 6'4" junior guard Lance Edison, number 10, is everything for the Lancers. He's averaging 22.7 points per game, and that's 44% of LaVille's total offense. Edison opened the season with a career-high 35 points against Westville, stepping into the role of replacing Colin Zernecki, LaVille's all-time leading scorer, who graduated last year. Edison hasn't looked back. In the Wawasee tournament alone, Edison scored 23, 16, 21, and 16 points in 4 games. He's now put together 9 consecutive games, scoring at least 16 points, 9 straight games. Lance is the son of Coach Michael Edison, and he's shooting 45% from the field, 35% from three-point range, and 67% from free throw line. At 6'4", he's a significant height advantage over most of Triton's perimeter defenders and can shoot over the top. In that Bi-County Championship game last January, Edison had 8 points on 4 of 7 shooting. But remember, that was with Zernecki scoring 17, and now Edison is the guy, and Triton knows they have to stop him.
All right, so Orion, nice job here as he gets ready to set for some other things. Another good analysis here for the night. You know, we look at these two sides, Kenny, and what we've seen with this group. Triton has played extremely well. I mean, you being undersized, don't tell them that, because these guys are playing like they're 6'5", 6'4", and, I mean, they're just really tormenting teams along the way.
Yeah, they always just, let's say that height, sometimes you go up against those bigger guys, and you just don't see it. They just know how to get in and get boxed out. Their biggest thing is right now, they've been off for 2 weeks here with the Christmas break, and sometimes coming back after that break, you just can't get a little out of your emotion, where LaVille's had a little bit of a tournament here over the New Year holiday, so then they've had a little chance to keep that rush from going.
Well, and you look at that, I mean, with that rush from going, but LaVille, you talk about this team, there's a lot of length. There's a lot of size. Watching them on film, I'll tell you what, I love watching them play that 2-3 zone. Abby, that's something this group's going to have to play really well against, because this team, I watched them in the North Judson game, watched them against Wawasee and a couple of the other ones. This is a group, they drop down that 2-3 zone, they attack you in a hurry.
Yes, and with that 2-3 zone, we saw a little bit of that last night. They've really taken away the block area from the team, so it's where you want to see your outside shooters kind of step up and keep the ball rolling tonight.
And Kenny, with these two sides, there is so much basketball knowledge down there on the sideline. It's not even funny. You got, generations. Bill Patrick Crossway, he may not be on the sideline, but he is here. His son, Chad Patrick, grandson, Landon Patrick. You have the Edisons, you have Jack, Michael, and Lance out on the floor, and Jason Groves, and just so much knowledge down there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you always get into those tight games, and you have all that experience to know, and, hey, what call this play or throw something just out of whack that may not have seen because you've had that experience over these years.
And, Abby, you've been part of the games, obviously not in the boys' game, but you've been part. You've been in the student section. You've been on the floor against the LaVille girls. These two sides, there is, I wouldn't say a hated animosity, but there is a heated, good level of competition between these two schools.
Yes, and like you said, it normally comes down into that Bi-County game. When we start regular season, yes, it's getting our feet wet with the girls or with the guys, and it's starting to go up. But then Bi-County is where both these teams here really start to flourish, and it's going to be great basketball. And
we talked, and Ryan touched there in the pregame there. He touched on as far as that rebounding battle where Overmeyer and Braden Foster are going to have to battle underneath. Yes, Overmeyer is giving up about 3 inches of height, but it's going to be a battle. But Overmeyer, let's talk about the highlights here from the other night with Winamac. Triton, it came in. Winamac was the favorite in this ballgame. Triton, don't tell them they were the overdogs in that ballgame. As they took over in that ballgame right from the tip, they found a way to get going in a hurry, and it showed out. Landon Patrick was outstanding yet again. As Orion noted, this kid is the master of chaos, not just on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. Brady Buckets, he's always guaranteed for some good highlights, Kenny.
Yeah, you just say that was a very tough game, and it was built to be a real tight game, and Triton just kept taking that ball in, not being afraid, just pounding the basket, and just was able just to kept Winamac kind of really off their toes and just take advantage, just get that ball, tap it down, go get a shot, on a fast break.
And Landon had 9 steals in that ball game. I mean, we didn't touch on that because obviously I didn't have that stat in front of me right away. The kid was magnificent. You know, and Winamac came out, they were tough from the get-go. Triton knew that was going to be a tough game because they played some tough teams, but they are showing that no matter the size, no matter who it is, Orion to touch, you can't key in on any single one player. And then that Winamac really showed that point there.
Yeah, you're going to say it's always in that bench. It's just not because you pulled somebody out because they did something bad. It's probably just give them a little bit of breather, get somebody else in, and you just don't see that drop off on any of those basically next 3 to 5 guys coming off the bench.
And Winamac played extremely good. I mean, they had some good spurts of good defense, but Triton's offense was just outstanding. Once they got the lead, they're like sharks. They see blood in the water, it's over with.
Yeah, and you get that shots where they start falling in, and you just keep feeding off of that, and you just get that. It gets to be a fun game. When you get that playing as a fun, it seems like everything just starts clicking, and it just passing the ball, see who can actually get the score in, and just take it right to them.
And with that, Landon Patrick, he passes, he does everything, Abby. This is a kid, I mean, I go back of talking about athletes that I'm going to miss watching play. Landon Patrick, it's like a coach on the floor. This kid is just spectacular.
And see, it's so funny coming from me because I honestly got the privilege to see Landon when he was younger. Being at Valley a little bit more and everything, I have a different perspective of him and just everything, watching him grow into the player he is today. And obviously it's in his genes, and there's no denying that with his father and grandfather. It's just great to watch him become the player that he has.
And with you look at what this group is like, Jaden Overmeyer, we talked about that battle. He had a guy that was towering over him in that Winamac game. Tonight, he's going to have another guy who has some size, but Jaden Overmeyer, pound for pound, is one of those strongest human beings you're ever going to see. Look what he did on the football field. He has translated that into playing an extremely good style of how he plays as a forward.
And last year, honestly, was Jaden's a little bit of a growing year, which is crazy as a junior, but he had gotten so big, so bulked in football. He had dominated out there on the field. He had to figure out a transition coming in to basketball that year. I just remember talking to him last year, and it was such a different approach coming into last year into this year, and he's just became so much smarter of a player and way more confident in himself.
And I know we don't talk about him enough because a lot of the stuff he does you don't quite see all the time, but Isaac Quintana, I love that. The Iceman, the 6th man coming off the bench, him and Jamison Swanson, those two guys, but Isaac does such a great job. He understands where to go. He's so athletic. He gets there quickly, and even though it may not be a highlight steal or a highlight block, he is cutting guys off at the pass before they even get a good drive to the basket.
Yeah, his defense just stepping it up and just keeping right at it. And they say you may not, the offensive side, sometimes he does it, but that defensive, just that long arms too, staying underneath there, causing havoc.
You know, when I was growing up being coached, they said, yeah, talent's great, but hustle and hard work is going to beat everybody each time. In this Triton team, Isaac is the definition of that. Hard work and hustle. That kid is on there. He goes 100 mile an hour, and he's going to give you 120%. He says, I'll tell you 100, he's going to go an extra 20%.
And talking with him a little bit before the game here, I was very curious, just trying to get more info out of them, trying to figure out where their brains at are going into this game. And one thing I asked him is I said, where do you guys stand as like an offensive and defensive team? Where do you think you shine in? Showcase, and his response to me was neither. It's about complementary basketball and trying to turn a good defensive stop into a productive offensive possession. And that response in itself just wowed me of how much IQ that boy has.
And it's just the way that Jason grows, is how he has preached this group and how they have transformed, you know, these two sides. It's not just about one good team, it's a program. We got 2 great programs less than 30 minutes apart that are going to be beating on this floor here tonight. We're about 20 seconds away. We're going to turn it over to Jordan Nickus, the PA announcer, with the national anthem. Then follow that, he will have the starting lineups, and he'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the LaVille Lancers and your Triton Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome LaVille as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support are greatly appreciated. Now, if you'd please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America in the singing of our national anthem by Triton Junior, Jillian Bulis.
Oh. are stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jillian. Great job. Now let's meet the starters. First, for our visitors, the LaVille Lancers. A senior guard, number 4, Andre Gonzalez. A junior guard, number 10, Lance Edison. Freshman guard, number 14, Liam Amor. A senior forward, number 23, Ryan Monhoot. The senior forward, number 32, Braden Foster. The Lancers are coached by Michael Edison. Now, get on your feet. Your starters for your Triton Trojans. A guard, a senior, number 4, Landon Patrick. A guard, a senior, number 10, Julian Swanson. A forward, a senior, number 12, Jaden Overmeyer. A guard, a senior, number 20, Gage Riffle. And a guard, a sophomore, number 24, Brady Wood. Varsity's coached by Jason Groves. And our officials for today's contest are Eric Coburn, Kirk Robinson, and Tim Smith.
So the two sides get ready to meet as Lance Edison will await potentially Jaden Overmeyer as the two enter the center circle. Far side official. Double checking everything, the fist bump. Everybody's ready to go. The energy's pretty good here tonight.
Feel it.
My favorite kind of games to call. Gotta love the energy. Overmeyer settles in, Edison. And we get the whistle set. Bounce. Ball's up, and here we go. Triton will control the tip as Landon Patrick scans the defense. He'll bring it up as he crosses the timeline. Patrick rolls wide. Going to leave it up top for Swanson. Out to Riffle in the corner. He fires a three off the iron. And the fight for the rebound, Brady Wood's going to track it down in the corner. Swanson on the outside, pushes it across to the far way to Riffle. Back to Swanson. Now goes to Brady Wood into the corner. Riffle, he'll try another one. Can't get down to drop in, and coming away with the rebound there is going to be Amor, and back go the Lancers. Quickly up to Edison. He sees a seam down and he'll attack the basket. He explodes there, but then it's going to be Foster cleans it up and drops it right back in. The Lancers will strike first. Patrick back the other way as these two sides trying to figure one another out here early on. Both coaches you'll see on the sidelines here tonight going to be very animated, very vocal where they stand. Patrick attacks, stops, kicks it outside. Brady Wood kicks it away. Trying dissipation here. Overmeyer on the left block. Here comes the double team. Down to Brady Wood, kicks out. Patrick calls for it. He steps through. This time he's got Riffle. He'll try from this side. Blocked there by I believe that was Monhu with the block, and back go the Lancers again. 2 big defensive stops early for LaVille. Foster calls for the top of the key. He's going to go to Gonzalez across the way. Leaves it for Monhu, top of the key. LaVille likes to move with a nice motion offense. A lot of screens. Got to pay attention on defense. Edison on the right wing, goes on top to Foster. Out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, second on the team in three-pointers. Got to keep an eye on him. Amor with it, goes up on top. They'll work it around. Edison off the screen, closely guarded by Gage Riffle. Foster and Overmeyer. Here comes the double team. Brady Wood knocks it out of bounds. And that's what the thing you're going to kind of have to do, Abby, with Foster. You got the size down there. How do you attack? You throw 2 bodies at him.
Yeah, and for Triton here, LaVille coming out aggressive and fast, really setting the tone for these boys. And Triton here still trying to wipe the cobwebs off of their shoes coming out of this break, and they're just waiting to fire first.
And Monhu's going to turn it over. Triton, the defense kind of turned around him. I guess it looks like he must have slid his pivot foot from the down official. And Triton will take over. They're still looking for that first attempt to drop in. Empty on their first 2 trips. Wood now with it, works it right to Swanson. On top to Riffle, they scan. Again, you see that 2-3 zone. They clear it, they close out so quickly, Kenny.
Yeah, you can see them just coming out there, but letting them, if they can get these threes to start dropping in.
And right there, Brady Wood, they just rock them to sleep and fire a 3.
Yeah, they'd say just hadn't got them to start dropping, so that might get that zone to start expanding out a little bit.
Foster now goes to Edison on the left wing. He'll drive away. Stops in the short corner, kicks it on top to Amor. Amor guarded by Patrick. He'll leave it for Edison. Edison's trying to find his way through, but Brady was going to kind of get caught in a tough spot there, and he will draw the foul.
Of course, that's going to be team's first.
I really like the size of that student section.
Yeah.
I love seeing it.
Whiteout. Must have been.
I'm going to guess. That'd be a solid guess.
Clue.
Gonzalez triggers the inbound tip there by Brady Wood. Back go the Trojan. Swanson gets ran down from behind. Goes to Gonzalez. He keeps it alive, but Swanson's there to clean it up. Swanson, he'll attack. Kicks out. Landon Patrick. LaVille doing a nice job taking away the drive, and he'll lose the basketball. Edison behind the back dribble, but he'll lose it as it goes to the Triton bench. The 2 sides, like I said, it's kind of what you expected. The 2 heavyweight fighters are just kind of laying to see where that blow's going to land.
Yeah, they're just not getting – everybody's just still feeling each other out, just what's going to work, what's not going to work, and just kind of picking apart.
Swanson will go to Brady Wood in the far side corner. Up on top to Swanson. Riff on the left wing goes to Overmeyer. He'll drive the baseline. Gets caught. He has Julian Swanson. Fires for 3. Magic. Swanson and Triton's on the board. 2 3-pointers on a 6-0 run after LaVille had that opening basket. Edison now guarded by Riffle. Triton going to stay in a man defense. Gonzalez on the left wing up on top to Foster. Foster now is going to work it to Amor. Edison is still battling Riffle, calling for it. He's going to see if he gets freed up on that screen on the baseline. That's where they go with the basketball off of his leg, but he regains control. Gonzalez now back to Edison. Off the screen, good closeout. He'll step back. Triton doing a nice job taking away those looks for him as Swanson guarding Gonzalez. Foster back to Gonzalez. It's Triton defense. They're just swarming the shooter. They're not giving them any breathing room here in this first quarter. Edison contested 3, high off the rim. Tipped by Patrick to Brady Wood, and Triton takes over. Patrick again in a hurry. Splits the defenders, and they're going to get a first. They're going to say traveled.
Took that extra step trying to get around. Now you get back down here, watch Riffle. He's practically face guarding. He is just, doesn't matter where the ball's at.
And now Jamison Swanson and Isaac Quintana checking on behalf of Patrick and Overmeyer. You know, I wonder if Groves gave him the assignment. I want to know what flavor of chewing gum Edison has, and I want to know by halftime.
Yeah, because he's just been right there.
The officials, I appreciate that. Make sure everybody's got the jerseys tucked in. Hey, you're here to work. You got to show up looking professional. Amor up the floor, across the half-court line. Goes to Edison. Riffle picks him up. Goes to Foster, top of the key. Gonzalez off the screen. Good close up by Swanson. Monhoot with it. Looking for Edison. Edison trying to feel where the defense is at, goes across the way. Monhoot, pull-up jumper from the side of the lane, no good. And Brady Wood gets another rebound. Monhoot trying to contest it. Swanson now with it, looking, goes to Riff on the far side. Riffle contested three. Off the mark, no good. Foster gets a rebound. That's why he's good at those. He's good at tracking it down. Edison on the left wing goes to Foster. Trying to do a good job communicating on defense. And I'll tell you, if you're watching how to move off, I'll look at LaVille. Edison fires that one, can't drop it in. Brady Wood tracks down the defensive board. I believe he's got 3 of those. Kicks it outside. Riffle in transition. Skips it across the way. Jamison Swanson on the way. Can't drop that one in. And Foster gets the rebound. You know, we kind of were a little bit slow getting going, but now it seems like the accelerator is getting pushed.
Now down here, you can just kind of see they're getting a lot more fluid motion here for LaVille. Cutting everybody through and trying to get somebody shook loose.
Foster now with the top of the key, guarded by Quintana. Foster stops on the elbow. Triton bench trying to fire up their defense, doing a nice job. Both sides have done excellent here in this first quarter.
That's one thing Triton really has improved on this year is that man-to-man defense and defense alone.
Amor, Jason Gross saying, Jameson, get up there. I want everybody to know what they're tasting. Not a drive by Amor. Monhoot cleans it up. Lost the basketball. Push one's up inside the paint. Can't drop it in. Gets his own rebound again. This time it's good. Banks open.
Triton there kind of letting a little bit too much offensive rebounds on that side. You're kind of wishing to take those away and get yourselves a play in transition.
Swanson pushes it to his brother here on the near side to Julian. Now Brady Wood. Julian Swanson with the basketball. Back to Brady Wood. He'll fire a three. Can't drop that one in short of the mark. Rebound Gonzalez. Final minute of the quarter nearing. Amor with it. Now goes to Gonzalez to Foster. And these are two coaches that don't mind to hold for the final shot.
Yeah, even, a minute and a half, they'll just work it.
Take that momentum in the second quarter. Gonzalez on the right wing. Trying to look to make another substitution. LaVille yet to change out any players on the floor. Gonzalez treats back. Monhoot will kick it on over to Amor. Like as I said,
yep,
they're just going to
burn the clock.
Burn the clock.
And that might be for them. Keep a low-scoring game so they can stay in it.
Edison drives off the left wing, feeds it back in. He's got Monhoot for the tie. Banks open. Edison with the assist. He may not be scoring yet, but he's finding other ways for his teammates to put it in the basket. Does Monhoot have all 6?
He's got 4, and Foster got.
There's the other one I missed. Swanson to his brother James underneath, and Brady Wood goes up, and he gets fouled on the way to the basket.
This could be either one. Both of them was swinging. So Monhoot's going to pick up his first, team's first.
So Brady Wood finds his way to the line. Tickles the twine on his first attempt. He's trying on the air 55% from the free throw line. Brady Wood has gotten there a good handful of times.
Landon Patrick checking into the game, giving Gage Riffle here a break. And Jaden Overmeyer here checking back in soon for Brady Wood.
They're going to get one more shot, so Brady Wood will get another one. They're going to say, I believe, I don't know if it was Foster or Mon who must have crossed into the lane early. So Patrick checks in on behalf of Riffle. Now Overmeyer's trying to ask her where he's going. So we're going to put some time back on the clock because, again, with the missed free throw and the lane violation, they're going to give about another 10th second and 2/10. 10th and a half. And now Brady Wood looking for redemption off that second missed free throw. On the way. Off the mark, no good. Trying to track it down. It's going to go out of bounds off Monhoot. Triton's got 3.3 seconds to fire a shot here before the end of the quarter. And Overmeyer checks in on behalf of Brady Wood. Patrick goes to Overmeyer, forces one up the buzzer, can't drop it in. This is Swatter. That was a long 3.3 seconds.
That's what they should be going.
That's kind of what I thought. Well, Triton's going to end the first quarter here 7-6. We'll take a break back after this right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Terrace, the Trojan Trench. Triton with a 7-6 lead there as we head into the second quarter. Amor, Gonzalez, Foster, Monhoot, and Edison. The lineup stays unchanged for the Lancers, and Triton will have Landon Patrick, Jamison Swanson, Julian Swanson, Jaden Overmeyer, and Isaac Quintana will be their 5 here to start the second quarter. Abby, we saw two sides kind of slugging it out. Who's going to go on a little bit of a run here in the second quarter?
It's all about picking up that confidence. Yeah, you've had that first quarter. You know where each other are on the game. You start going all out.
Edison, here comes the double team, trying to go in a little more of a trap. Jason Groves, I love watching Jason Groves on the sideline. Landon Patrick, the master of chaos, drops it in with the steal and basket.
Yeah, that's that defensive efforts just really kicked it up here, starting out that second quarter.
Triton's got to watch.
Oh.
Overmeyer goes for broke Foster. They've got numbers on to Monhoot, and he gets out and a drop in. Good ball movement with these two sides. A couple loud baskets here to start the second quarter. Overmeyer up on top. Goes to Julian Swanson.
Why not?
Dials it off the iron.
In the field.
We're going to have to change it to Swanson range. He keeps hitting those.
Yep.
But I guess the guy that did that before wore number 10 as well. Quintana to Patrick, passes behind him, tips it to Julian Swanson. Now he'll work. Goes to Jamison. He'll fire a three. Off the mark, no good, and Gonzalez gets the rebound.
A lot of good looks there. Just got to get him to drop.
Jason Groves looking for his lineup. Going to change it again. Throw those fresh legs in. Gonzalez, the lefty three. In and out. Quintana brings down the rebound. Patrick back the other way. Pushes it to Swanson with the up fake. He'll take off. Lost it behind. Gonzalez knocked it down. He's by himself. They tipped it. They're going to get I haven't heard a whistle yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyone else hear a whistle?
No.
There was one, though.
So there's going to be a foul call.
It's going to be on Julian Swanson.
I looked and I was like, where's everybody going? I'm waiting for, I got to see, I don't hear a whistle.
Yeah.
Solid bucket, and I was like, whoa.
Okay. Amor did not have all 3 points across or on one side, so it's illegal inbound. Edison on the right wing. Monhoot goes down to Foster. Look at him, patience.
Ooh.
Can't get it to drop in, and Jaden Overmeyer wrestles away the defensive board.
That's that smart play there.
Brady Wood in transition, dials it off the iron, trying to not get that three-pointer to drop in here consistently after they make those couple early on.
They're going blow to
just
blow.
2 of 11. So Landon Patrick's going to pick up his first, team second for the second quarter.
Gage Riffle going to check in
For
Julian Swanson. Julian's like, me?
What?
Why me? I don't want to go out.
That's the attitude you kind of want out of all of them. Like, dang it.
Triton has just been suffocating on defense. And that one thrown away as Amor couldn't corral it.
Like you said, they're suffocating, really disrupting and forcing those turnovers for LaVille.
And I love this defense. I mean, you're watching, these two coaches are so animated where they stand. I don't know who to watch, the coaches or the players at this point. Patrick's going to leave it for Swanson as Jamison scanning the defense, leaves it for Landon Patrick. Riffle, contested three, high arcing shot. The mailman delivers from the assist from Landon Patrick. Monhoot goes to Edison in the far side corner. Leaves it for Foster at the top of the key.
What I'm wanting here is really for Triton to,
Ooh.
there you go, pick up that aggressive style that we saw within the first minute there of the second quarter. Pick up that more aggressive style, put the pressure on them.
And our first substitution for the Lancers here is Caleb Skiles checks in for Liam Amore. Monhout will inbound in front of the Triton group there on the bench. Skiles with it. Goes to Edison.
Oh, Riffle.
And Riffle knocks it away. Caught him napping. Patient Foster hits the deck. Jameson Swanson's untouched on the far side. He takes advantage, but can't drop it in. Overmeyer tips it, and Monhout comes away with a defensive rebound. That's a dangerous man to leave open. Edison tries. Fadeaway jumper, but he will go the line for two.
Foul coming here on Triton as it is going to be on Jaden Overmeyer.
Foul is called on number 12, Jaden Overmeyer.
Will be his first, team's third.
Lance Edison at the line shooting 2.
So Edison to the line, looking for his first points, and gets it right there as he drops it in the bucket. Julian Swanson will check in for his brother Jameson as he takes a seat, and Triton starting five back out there on the floor. Edison's good on the first, True on the second one. Landon Patrick goes back the other way. It's been a one-possession game so far in this ball game, as Orion noted in the pregame. LaVille likes to keep it close, but they found a way in 7 games to win those one-possession ball games. Patrick now triggers it. Goes to Overmeyer. Looking, kicks it out to Riffle. Corner three on the way. Short of the mark, doesn't catch it, but it bounces off of Patrick and Brady Wood. And the Lancers take over. To note back there in LaVille, this is a team that went in overtime twice this season, and they are 1-1 in overtime. Their recent game was a loss in overtime against Wawasee.
Triton turns up the pressure here going into full court.
Gonzalez top of the key, scanning the floor. Edison curls. They're going to go to Monhout. Good on a play there as Edison throws a runner at the baseline, and it drops in. Ties it at 12.
It's his first field goal.
Brady Wood now looking for Swanson the left wing. Both sides slowing it down just a little bit, trying to scan. Be patient with that approach. Overmeyer lost the dribble, regains control. Good defense by Monhout, and Patrick can't corral. Triton has now had a few unforced errors here. Just can't quite catch the basketball off those passes. And Isaac Quintana back in for Overmeyer. And Jason Groves is going to take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
It's a good 30-second timeout. Get the boys back in there. After 2 bad possessions, really just reel them back in. Say, hey, you're good. Get out there, do what you're going to do.
And, you know, with the two sides, you know, Michael Edison, watching him in all his games, I mean, his group came to play. These are two well drawn up. It's nobody going to try to pull away. These guys are going to wait till that. I think it's going to come down to who gets that long run of like 7 points and no one answers.
Yeah, it's going to get into that. Probably a halftime, come back out at halftime, and hopefully both of them come out after halftime, and you know don't have somebody that stayed back, because that could be that first few minutes. It could be the difference of the game at the end.
With these games being close in recent memory, John Harrell didn't feel that was the way, but I don't quite agree with his prediction of a 16-point or 16 points. I don't have the Andy math on this thing. I better start writing that down, but I don't know. Every time these two sides play, it's always fireworks. Foster top the key. Quintana picks him up. Quintana trying to head him off there at the pass. So he'll go low and off the leg of Monhout. Edison pulls up from the elbow, in and out, and Landon Patrick takes the defense. 3-on-3 fast break, tries to thread the needle, and a foul call here on the Lancers in transition.
So Skiles going to pick up his team's first for the second quarter.
Triton settles in. LaVille builds the wall along the baseline. Officials make sure shirts are tucked in.
Yeah.
Second time tonight.
Kind of waited.
Patrick now goes to Quintana. Isaac hands it to Julian. Brady Wood off the screen, fires a three. In and out, Braden Foster with another rebound.
He's got 4.
Edison crossed the half-court line, goes to Monhout with the up fake. Drives the baseline. Trying doing a nice job taking away that dribble drive. Skiles now looking as Gonzalez trying to get freed up, and him and Edison are going to be exhausted at halftime. They are just trying to fight through, but Gonzalez, he's not exhausted. He takes a lead with a big 3 on the left wing.
You're Triton coming down here on this offensive possession. You need a basket to answer back and take that momentum away, because you give LaVille that momentum, they're going to take it and they're going to run.
Brady Wood, and that's got to have been the conversation during practice this week. When you have the advantage, don't let off the gas.
That's one thing I also asked the boys is I said, what is your focus is going into this week? And they said, know who you're guarding.
And look at Isaac Quintana boxing out and getting the rebound. Jump ball's the call, and the Trojans hang on to it. Edison got in there to force the jump ball. Good job by him, but Isaac Quintana elevated, cleared space, 2 hands on the ball and brought it down.
All sorts of equipment issues. Got to tie his shoe.
Got to make sure shoes are tied. These kids like these shoes loose, and I don't know why you want them loose. I have to have them things as tight as possible.
Savannah Holly figured that out last night. She lost one.
Yeah. I tied mine so tight one time I broke the laces. Quintana goes to Brady, one on the right wing. He drives. Good stem as he explodes to the basket, and he goes the line for 2 as Monhout was trying to draw the charge.
Trying to shuffle over there. So Monhout's going to pick up his second, team's second.
LaVille faithful expressing their displeasure with the call. As Brady Wood settles in. First one finds the mark. He is 8 of the team's.
Yep, 8 of the team's 13. I just was looking at that.
Great minds think alike.
Yep.
And Wood tickles the twine on his second perfect trip as they draw within 1. 2:18 to go here before halftime. Edison's got ahead of steam. Trying to cut him off. He goes right down, tipped up there, but the rebound there belongs to Brady Wood. Another rebound for him.
He's got 5.
On pace for a double-double. He keeps this up. Swanson pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Short of the mark. Braden Foster gets rebound. Triton continues just to try to punch that basketball. No easy possessions on either side of the floor tonight. Monhout works it right. Swanson takes it away. A little bit of a broken play there for the Lancers. Triton looking to take advantage. Riffle with the up fake. He drives. Kicks it through. Tipped there by Foster. Edison comes with it. He's got Gonzalez down the floor. Passes it to him. Gonzalez stops, and now he looks. Skiles by himself. He'll try a 3 from the near side. Too strong. Doesn't quench the rim. Edison rips away the rebound. Edison with the runner. And one opportunity coming for Edison.
Foul is going to be on.
Riffle.
Go.
His first.
Team's 4th as they're getting closer to that bonus mark.
So Edison was perfect on that trip. It's kind of what you expect from the coach's kid, being good at the free throw line. Edison can't get down to drop in. Sorry, bud. Braden Foster gets the rebound. Gonzalez fires a 3. Can't get that one to drop in. Skiles gets the rebound, forces one up and rattles it home. Another second chance point for the Lancers, who are doing an outstanding job rebounding the basketball on the offensive end.
That's what I was just going to say about Triton is we talked about their rebounding game before we came out here, and they're kind of not seeing it yet in these early quarters.
Out to Riffle, the corner 3 on the way. Count it from the corner for Gage Riffle.
Who was underneath it? Quintana?
Yes. Edison back to line and right there.
That's going to be back-to-back fouls on Gage Riffle. I will put them in the bonus.
Both these two sides have got to be exhausted.
Yeah.
Edison has missed his last 2. Sorry, I must have
jinxed him.
Put the broadcaster's curse on it. My bad, buddy. So Jameson Swanson checks on behalf of Gage Riffle. And And this time Edison straightens it out. They're up by 3 with 43 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Patrick goes to Brady Wood. Now to Swanson, goes to, as they'll work it back and forth between the two brothers. You don't have to get all 3 of those points back here to start, but Brady Wood says, I'm going to try it. Can't drop it in. Tipped around, it goes off Brady Wood's hands. And now the Lancers have 21 seconds even to possess the basketball before halftime.
Triton here looking to be proactive on defense because you know they'll hold till that last shot.
Patrick's going to track Gonzalez as they greet at center circle. Skiles now leaves it for Foster. Backdoor cut Gonzalez, but Triton knocks away good defense by Landon Patrick.
Yeah, he was anticipating it, a little behind, but he knew right where it was headed.
Gonzalez looking. Finds Edison off the double screen, fires a 2, but can't drop it in. Gonzalez gets the rebound. Skiles forces one and hits the backboard, and that's it for the first half. Triton leads, or excuse me, LaVille leads 20-17. Got to give the Lancers a lot of props. So they played extremely well as Kenny gets our first half stats.
So free throws there. Both teams just got 3 to drop, but LaVille had 5 attempts. Triton had 4 attempts. 2-pointers, 7 of 16 compared to 1 of 3 for the Trojans. But the biggest thing is that next line there, those 3-pointers. Triton or LaVille just doing 1 of 6, but Triton just trying to hammer away out there. 4 of 18, and with turnover count 7 to 7 for LaVille. Edison leading their way now with 7. Manute with 6, Gonzalez with 3, Skiles and Foster each with 2. Manute having those 2 fouls, and then Skiles picking up that other third, or a foul for his team's third. And then for Brady Wood there, a lot of those, been shooting 3s, so he's got 9, but then Swanson and Riffle each having a 3, and then Patrick finishing out with 2, but Riffle picking up that second foul here late in the second quarter. Then you've got Patrick, Swanson, and Wood all closing it out with single fouls.
So the two sides take a break. We will as well. We'll be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Knighty. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, second half about to get underway here at the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, Abby Veers, Kenny Barnhart, Caden and Caitlin on our sideline cameras. As always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Lindler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. Two stats that I looked in. LaVille is +7 in rebounds right now, +2 on the offensive end, and +5 on defensive rebounds. Triton still got those 11 points off turnovers. It's a team that's very good at getting those. But LaVille, 17 defensive stops to Triton's 14. Right now, really showing they're just kind of really taking Triton out of this ball game.
Yeah, they're getting here. Of course, Triton shooting a lot of those threes and just not getting them to drop like they kind of normally would. So, and they haven't really been that presence underneath to try and shoot too. So, if Triton can get that, get some of those to start dropping across the arc, it could be a different game. But if it's can't get anything to go inside, it's going to be a long night.
Well, as Gary Kubiak always said, we're fixing to find out what we're going to see here in this second half. There's my one Broncos reference for the night. They don't play this week, so I guess I can say it, which I'm fine with that.
I was going to look and see who we starters.
So out there, looks like the starting lineups are going to be out there for both sides. No changes. So LaVille will start with the basketball as the possession arrow will flip. We'll see what Triton dials up here. Receiving out last. Look at Overmeyer, intercepts it. 2-on-1 fast break. Patrick takes it up and in. Stall start with that steal from Jaden Overmeyer. Took flight, knocks it down. Edison going to go to Gonzalez. Triton starting to push him a little further away from that three-point line. Goes to Foster. I'm trying to get called for a reach. And that's where you can't really be disappointed with a foul like that, is because you're trying to speed them up.
Who got that basket?
That was Patrick.
That's what I thought, because I thought he was halfway down here.
Edison receives it. He goes down into Foster, fires that one up. Bank is closed, and Monhoot sends it out of play. Michael Edison pleading for a foul call down there underneath the basket.
Got a little physical down there.
And both coaches are very good at advocating for their teams, and that's what you're there for. That's what the job is. Patrick goes outside to Julian Swanson. Back to Landon Patrick. Patrick, top of the key. Goes to Julian Swanson on the left side. Riffle looking on top for Brady Wood. Now goes to Patrick. Oh, look to go to Patrick.
Edison got his hand out there and just tapped it away a little bit.
Patrick triggers it. Goes to Overmeyer outside. Patrick drives in, feeds it to Brady Wood. Tries to go to get the, can't get that one to drop in, but gets his own rebound. Patrick tries the dribble drive, lost it through. LaVille doing a nice job taking away that dribble. And Riffle takes it right back. So he delivers it to Julian Swanson. Here we go. Brady Wood on the outside. To try and can turn this into something. Swanson, patient. Skiles a check in next dead ball for the Lancers. Julian Swanson fires a three. Off the front iron, no good. Overmeyer goes up, and he has a scary fall to the ground. They're going to get a push on the Lancers.
So Gonzalez going to pick up his first.
Now Skiles will check in for Amore. Triton usually averages 14 points coming out of halftime, and they allow 9 per game. Riffle now goes to Patrick in the far side corner. Patrick works on top to Brady Wood. Drives angrily to the basket. Overmeyer just can't get it. Triton, they're going to say it went off of LaVille.
Discussing it.
I'll say the baseline official made the call.
Yep.
Okay.
He might have seen something we didn't.
Well, and like we said, it depends on that point of view and that angle. Overmeyer, top of the key. Leaves it for Julian Swanson off the screen. Can't drop it in. Overmeyer trying to knock it away, but Edison rips down the defensive board. Goes to Foster, top of the key. Now goes to Skiles. Now to Lance Edison in the corner. He tries the dribble drive and a reach-in foul called on the Trojans.
That's Riffle. He probably is going to sit down for a little bit. That's double check. And it is his third.
And Jamison Swanson quickly into the ball game.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 5, Jamison Swanson.
How do the Trojans respond here?
Sometimes you get somebody off the bench, get that spark.
Triton gets the loose ball. Brady Wood back to the way with the runner up and in. And Triton regains the lead. Gonzalez is slow to get up.
A miscommunication down here by LaVille and throws it away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gonzalez slow. I didn't see what happened to him. Hope he's all right.
More. Okay, there he is.
So I took my eyes off the action. I looked down to see what was going on with Gonzalez.
No, you're good. It was miscommunication down here by LaVille, turning over the ball.
Good job, Abby.
Got it.
Swanson now with it, goes to Patrick. Neither side really getting much of a run to go. Trying with that largest one. Overmeyer alley-oop up and banks open. Landed. Patrick delivers the assist.
Sometimes like that, you just got to have something just off the wall.
Monhoot rips away. Showtime back the other way. He goes up. I think he lost his footing. And Jason Groves is pleading because they've slapped the backboard twice. Edison goes up and drops it in. And Jason Groves not happy.
Is that basket still moving from that play?
Swanson on the far side corner. And a reach-in foul called. So go back to that layup by Swanson. I think he just got too far ahead of himself.
That was going to be on 23 Black, Ryan Manhout. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Manhoot.
Manhoot,
But
sorry.
it's his third.
Or Monhoot, excuse me, something.
Yep, Monhoot.
Sorry.
Overmeyer goes up top to Swanson. Brady Wood goes to Jamison Swanson on the far side. Julian flashes to the high post. Trying to change up that look. Got it ripped away. Amor tracks it down, puts on the brakes and waits for his offense to get down there. They'll go to Braden Foster, who does a nice job setting it up at the top of the key for this team. So we near the halfway point. This is a quick 4 minutes gone. Edison fighting through. Dumps underneath, and Jamison Swanson's there to intercept it. He's got Patrick. Waited too long. Edison closed off that pass. Good recognition. Patrick threads the needle. Again, Overmeyer blocked by Monhoot. Michael Edison going to take a 30-second timeout. Both coaches have used one thus far.
Let's take a look at that alley-oop.
I mean, it was good recognition, and just Overmeyer's a guy, I mean, he can take flight in a hurry. He just hangs in the air. Slow descent. Kenny's a pilot. He knows how that goes. Charlie, does he have a hazmat suit on?
Yeah.
Well, it's white.
Something.
He understood the assignment. Okay. I guess it wouldn't be hazmat. It doesn't have the mask part of it.
Maybe it's a painter's.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Painters, there you go.
Smock or whatever they call that.
Well, that's a onesie. I got a pair of Broncos pajamas that looks like that. That was a birthday present this year.
Elephant gift.
No, Caden was very proud of that birthday present.
He's laughing down there, too. He's so proud of himself.
Foster now on the right wing. Knocked away by Brady Wood. Triton has the ball, but Triton will throw it away. Just getting a little too far ahead of themselves. Gonzalez goes to Braden Foster. Overmeyer getting some momentum from the sideline. Brady Wood, and one opportunity coming. Flexes as he goes to the basket. I mean, Brady Wood, this kid works on his game all year round. He has hit that weight room and put on that right kind of weight. This kid here, I know some people might be upset, but Jackson likes number 24. And gets 3 points the old-fashioned way, and Triton extends that lead to 4. I believe that matches the largest lead of the ball game thus far in this ball.
LaVille is up by 5.
Up by 5, okay. I was close.
Go for broke again. Didn't quite work.
Triton's trying to read that high post. LaVille's got to be careful because Triton has read it a few times really well, but just can't get the hand on the basketball. And Monhu's going to get called for a moving screen, I think.
No.
Oh.
That's one thing I was just going to say is Monhu's got to be careful right there with those screen. He's going to end up getting called, but he turned the tables.
Patrick's fourth, but Triton's third team.
Edison elevates and brings down the ball. High arcing shot in and out.
This is his second.
And Julian Swanson rips down the defensive board. Goes to Patrick. Now to Jamison Swanson. Swings it left to Overmeyer. LaVille going to settle in that 2-3 zone. Kicks it outside. Wood quickly on over to Swanson. Back to Brady Wood.
Trying working that ball, working that perimeter here.
Patrick spins, kicks it out. Brady Wood by himself for three. Off the iron, too strong. Foster knocks out of bounds, and Edison and Monhu collide, and the ball goes out of bounds.
I kind of said about what this first part of this third quarter. Tritons went on a 9-2 run here starting this third.
And look at Overmeyer ripping it down, but still the pass too tall, and Vinny Prater carefully catches it off the fingertips.
That's one thing you're seeing here with the boys in this quarter is, yes, you are moving and you are doing great things for your team, but you kind of got to reel it in here a little bit and let that chemistry link up before you start throwing stuff away like that.
These two sides, as Ryan noted earlier in the ball game, in the pregame, will see each other actually 2 weeks from tonight to open that tournament play up at Bi County.
At LaVille.
At LaVille. Skiles fires a three. Count that one from the corner. Edison with the assist, and the Lancers are down by one.
There's an interesting stat there on those three-pointers.
5 of 10, 3 of 12.
Well, that should have been more than that, and it didn't update.
Oh.
I say it should have been 4 of 21 and 2 of 7.
Did you click free throws?
No, it said 3
pointers. Okay. It's better you run it tonight than I did last night. It was rough.
Oh, last night.
Trying to fight for it, but they throw it away. Monhu keeps it alive off the baseline. Nice job by him. Edison heaves it down the floor. Skiles keeps it alive. Good job by him to keep it going. Foster on the left block fires up and doesn't get the roll. And it's still a fight for the basketball. Brady Wood, his bodies are hitting the floor. No, Drowning Pool is not singing a song. Swanson, top of the key. He drives, feeds it to Quintana, but too strong. Quintana fighting again, forces one up. Iron, no good. Foster. And now Mike Leveson's going to tell his team to put on the brakes. Lance down the left wing, goes up on top to Gonzalez. He fires a three, but the lead can't drop it in. And Monhoot gets the bounce. And back out in the front are the Lancers. Another lead change in this ball game. First one since Triton took the lead there early in the third quarter. And both sides going to take advantage of this breather.
Yep.
The Triton.
Yep. A little bit of a breather right here. You need a little breather.
A little bit. It's getting exciting in here. But tonight I've referenced Drowning Pool. That one's pulling out of the archives.
Grove's talking his team through down there what's about to go down.
Yep, here's your go time.
Quintana outside. Jamison Swanson contested. Doesn't get it to drop in. Edison has it. 1 second. He'll heave it down the floor. It's long enough, and it's not straight enough, but that will end the third quarter with the Lancers leading 27 to Triton's 26. Well, I guess we'll get our schedule.
I think I updated it.
Oh, we'll see.
Maybe I can get it to work tonight. Maybe not.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 20, Gage Riffle.
Yeah, that's right. So, of course, Friday night we're at Couts. That's a 6:30 Eastern start for JV.
Could not get that game moved.
I tried. I deliberated with a certain athletic director, but you know,
they said there's 30-some games got moved Friday night.
But you know what? We'll be all right.
Yep.
But either way, as Orion said there, we're at Couts, then a 3-game. Well, we won't see home again until the end of January.
We were talking about that up there in the concession stands about how we're on the road until 31st.
Well, we camped here for December.
Yep. And now we're going to camp for an entire week at LaVille. So, our home away from home, but we're not going to complain. They host that White County tournament extremely well. Be back at Culver for that double varsity split. The girls will be earlier in the night. Then the boys. Usually an interesting one. Both student sections rise to their feet as this fourth quarter. If it's anything like the first three, it's going to come down to that final possession. How bad do you want it? Gage Riffle. Off the iron, no good. Patrick tips it, and it goes almost up to here. I almost had to catch the basketball.
Or could we see the very first overtime in this series history?
Exactly. LaVille in disbelief. As the official makes the call, they give Triton the basketball.
Triton here, what you want to see on this offense is execute it. You don't want to kind of see that trigger happiness that we've been seeing. You want to see them work this play, open up them shots.
Exactly. Riffle goes to Patrick. Brady Wood now. LaVille's going to keep that zone. They switch so well in that zone. Back to Brady Wood. Fires a three. Contested. Counted from the corner. Brady buckets, and the Trojans are back out in front. Edison forces up to Monhoot. Now they're going to get set for their half-court offense. Both sides work extremely well on the offensive side in that half court. Both defenses have been intense from the get-go. Skiles now scanning. Goes to Gonzalez. He's inside that center circle. Works himself to the right side to Edison. On top to Gonzalez. Leaves it up high for Monhoot. Alley-oop and in. Ties it at 29.
Who launched that assist?
That was Gonzalez, I believe. Or it's either him or Skiles. My short-term memory's not working real quick. Jamison Swanson takes the lead. Showtime from the left wing. Gonzalez in the left wing drives to the top of the key. Goes up on top looking for Foster.
Boys pulling up higher on their defense.
Question is, who's going to blink first? Edison off the screen. Goes back. Good screen set by Foster. The line drive shot doesn't drop in, and Jameson Swanson gets the defensive rebound. Back of the floor he goes. Swanson with the runner coast to coast, but can't drop it in. Off the hands, they're going to say off of Foster, and Triton will trigger the inbound from their own side. Checking out Abby's notes. Patrick down the right wing goes to Riffle. Steps back, three-pointer, counted from the corner. Patrick with the assist. And now Triton extends that lead.
6, their biggest.
Monhoot goes to Edison. Out of Foster. Quintana knocks it away. Foster keeps it alive. Close. He had 4 or 5 inches to spare. Riffle takes it away. Riffle down the floor with the left hand. No good. Brady Wood gets the rebound, goes back up, and it is not going to drop in. Boy, that one just squeaked off the side. We got a pair of some. We call that game of inches.
Is that the rim that got changed?
Could have been. Edison high off the rim. Riffle tips it. It's high again. We're playing volleyball. Foster gets, but they're going to get Foster with a push. Offensive foul. The Lancers turn it over.
That's his second, team's first.
These two sides are exhausted.
Yeah, you can see it.
I was going to say, you can see it on their face.
Two very competitive squads here tonight. Man.
Triton here on this offensive possession looking for.
Gonzalez takes the lazy pass, goes up and in. Good read by him. Triton has tried that numerous times tonight, but Gonzalez makes it work for his Lancers. Cuts the lead to 4. Quintana in the high post. Leaves it for Patrick. Now to Brady Wood. Brady Wood, pull-up jumper from the paint. Off the iron, no good, and Edison gets the rebound. Lance Edison back the other way in a hurry. Skiles for 3. Can't drop it in. Gonzalez again hustles, gets the rebound, and draws the foul.
Ooh,
might be Riffle with just the way he is. And it is. Riffle's going to get his 4th.
Now we'll send in Julian Swanson and Jaden Overmeyer.
Gonzalez at the line shooting 2.
He has not been there tonight.
In and out on that first one. So Riffle comes off the floor, as does Isaac Quintana. Keep an eye on when they're going to bring Gage Riffle back in the ball game.
Shoot, who else went?
It was Overmeyer and Swanson.
Overmeyer, there we are.
Yep. Gonzalez missed the first, the second one in and out, and Jaden Overmeyer gets the rebound.
Free fries.
I had to explain that the other night. Patrick now goes to Julian Swanson. Finds Jamison on the far side corner. Inside the halfway point of this fourth quarter. And this slugfest of a basketball game. Brady Wood looking, finds Overmeyer in the corner. Throws it to Swanson.
Underneath.
Low pass. Triton Knight guys got to get those passes up. Patrick goes to Brady Wood in the corner. Monhu takes a swing at it.
Nope.
Jason Grove's going to call a timeout, 30-second timeout. He will have 3 timeouts remaining, all full.
Triton here, yeah, you're getting tired. It's a long game, but you have got to stay disciplined against a team like LaVille.
And this is a game where, yes, it is. There's a lot on the line tonight. I mean, yes, these two are not conference opponents anymore, but this is the kind of basketball you're going to be playing when you get to postseason play. They get bigger, they get longer, they get stronger.
You also say you want to get that 2 weeks, getting that start back up, because, you know, that first game dictates how your rest of your week's going to be.
Hey, there's one way to get you back in shape in a hurry. A game like this one will do it. There's one way.
I'd probably be laying at center floor by halftime.
Well, I wouldn't make it past the first. I'd look good for the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but after that, I need a breather. I'll come back in with a minute to go when the game's well in hand.
Of course, this one's definitely not.
No. It's a good one. Like I said, I think John Harrell a little bit off tonight. Overmeyer, here comes the pressure. Tries to dribble, but he's going to lose it out of bounds. He had to walk a tightrope. It was a good defense by LaVille to kind of work themselves in and kind of pinch it off to where he couldn't find a way around him. Good defense by the Lancers.
Right in here, yes, you're ahead, but you're wanting to see them take those multiple back-to-back little slight mistakes and kind of cut them in half here.
Edison on the right wing up on top to Foster. Back to Skiles on the left wing. Gonzalez finds Foster. Edison now. Lance is going to scan, retreats back just a little bit, trying to size up. Overmeyer closes off the drive. Now to Monhoot. Gonzalez, he's hit some outside before in this ball game. Edison. He'll drive, stops on the free throw line, spins into the lane, forces a jumper, up and in. And it's now to a 2-point game with 2.5 to go. How bad do you want it? Well, Ryan might be onto something.
Let's hope we don't have to push this one little button. I don't want to make another box on the score.
Julian Swanson goes to Patrick. I made a lot of boxes last night. Swanson fires a 3, but he's going to travel, stepping into the shot. Jason Gross pleading his case. Not happy with that call. Both coaches continue to advocate. Edison now goes up on top to Monhoot. Guarded by Brady Wood. Foster now. Edison off the screen, pull-up jumper from the baseline for the tie, and he's fouled. He goes to the line for that opportunity to tie the ball game.
Foul is on White. 12, Jaden Overmeyer.
His third, team's second.
So Edison has been there, 3 of 5. 2 very big free throws here. He scans the first one, finds its mark.
That ref over there is liking those little youngsters screaming. He's sitting over there getting a kick out of them.
Looking for the equalizer here. Does just that as he tickles the twine. Patrick now, tie ball game, minute 45 to go, and Jason Grove's going to take a full timeout. As these two coaches prepare to what could be an exciting minute 44. It might take a little bit to get going, but it should be exciting.
LaVille's on a 6-0 run. Got to get right back in this.
There's the Bi-County tournament. Of course, as we said, Triton will be at LaVille all week. Bremen will start at New Prairie. Culver will be at John Glenn, and Argus will be at Oregon Davis. And, of course, as you see, that's how it's going to play out.
And those Tuesday night games, depends on what it is, but there'll be 3 to 4 games at each of those sites.
Well, let's put it this way. Ever since I've been doing this, last 8 years ago when I started doing this.
That's the way it's always turned out.
Well, the first year I had to float my way to Bremen. Look, I had to box up. I had to float the vehicle across the water. And after that, it's been fog,
sleet,
blizzard, sleet, snow.
Now, do you know what else we just happened to think of the other day? This floor is 10 years old.
That's crazy.
From the flood.
That's right. That was my first year. I'm as old as the floor is in here. I mean, you want to know how long I've been here? Look how long the floor's been here. That's how long I've been here. Goodness.
I gotta say, that makes you feel old. What made me feel old today was Rodney Eunice looking at me in the concession stand and goes, "Oh my God, you're 23?" And I was like, "Yes."
No comment. I'm still a sprightly 32. I started counting backwards. See what they draw up here. Minute 40 to go in the ball game. Swanson, corner 3. Can't connect. Brady Wood fighting for the rebound. It's a jump ball call. And we see, and the Lancers take it away. So Jaden Overmeyer back in the game in a hurry for Jameson Swanson. It was a good look. And I like that drawn play for Jason Groves. Swanson was due.
Yep.
He's provided some clutch threes this season. Now it's the Lancers' turn with a minute 35 to go. See what Edison and his Lancers draw up here.
I wouldn't be surprised they burn clock and get it down to a last-second shot.
I think I've seen them do that a few times.
Hey, there's no shot clock. Go for it. Lance Edison tries the baseline for the lead. Can't drop it in. Riffle with the rebound. Riffle leaves it for Swanson. Edison's going to track him all the way up and contest it. Final minute. 4 seconds away. Here we go.
It's kind of standing and kind of judging what's going to happen.
LaVille's still moving on that defense, even when the ball is still in place.
LaVille has done a nice job in that 2-3 zone attacking Triton. Can they find an answer? Trying to get a win on their home floor. Gonzalez is going to try to instigate some action. Brady Wood leaves it for Riffle. Riffle tipped by Gonzalez. Patrick's got it. 25 seconds. We'll see if Jason Groves is going to let him play. He's going to call a timeout. I think he's waiting. Julian Swanson leaves it for Brady Wood. Groves looking on, leaves it for Landon Patrick. Are we going to see a timeout, Kenny? Because it looks like to me.
I think it's go time. Yep, it's too late.
Here we go. Patrick now top of the key. He's going to drive the lane outside to Swanson. Swanson for the lead. Off the iron, no good. And Orion gets his gift. We are headed for overtime.
We'll see history tonight.
Orion gets his wish.
Now,
I think Jordan should announce it down there, but he doesn't know probably.
Watch. So everybody gets. An extra timeout, if I remember right.
Yep.
Well, Claude didn't predict overtime.
Claude.
But we could still see if his Claude's prediction's right. I won't say that, what it is, until after the game.
I don't know if he'll see it. I texted him. And he's going to look at it.
There we go.
From my trusted source, Andy O'Hara, he says this is the first time LaVille Triton has gone into overtime in the history of our meeting together. Maybe students should get off their phones and cheer on their team.
Attaboy, Jordan. Attaboy. Well, Orion was the first source. Kenny said it. I texted Jordan, so there was a little chain of command there. There we go.
Yeah.
And the Triton youngsters, they're on their feet. The LaVille student section on their feet. Here we go, overtime. Skiles leaves it for Edison. Who strikes first? The Lancers have that first opportunity. Gonzalez on the outside. Goes to Edison on the right wing. He will drive, puts on the brakes, stops at the free throw line, goes out to Gonzalez on the left side. Gonzalez scanning, thrown to Edison, but Landon Patrick creates some chaos and takes it away. Jason Groves, there's that patented whistle.
He had that face guard going on Edison. It really worked out in his favor.
How many fouls does Patrick have?
He's got 2.
He's going to travel. And Jason Groves wanting an explanation.
You're trying here. You're in this overtime. Yes, those calls are going to frustrate you. They're going to put the brakes on you a little bit. You have got to learn that this is overtime now. This is your go time. You have got to keep playing.
Oh,
going.
Patrick
right there.
Takes it away. Goes up. Blocked by Edison. He goes to line for 2 as the 2 greet mid-flight. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you got it.
I mean, look at that. I mean, Patrick, just watch him go in the air. Edison attacking the ball, and Patrick just draws the contact. It was wise because he kind of let himself drift into Edison as he was coming into the air where the 2 met. I mean, Patrick, as good as they come when they go drive to the basket and try to get to that free throw line. Both these guys are.
And that's Edison's first foul.
There's the 3 Edisons, the meeting of the minds over here in the LaVille's coaching box. 3 generations right there.
You're giving Patrick just a little bit of a breather here from hitting the floor.
It's the back iron.
Right here, one thing you cannot do is give away them free points right here.
Right now, it's a shooting team of 4 of 6.
And Lance Edison relays in the play to his team. And Landon Patrick gets the lead with that final free throw. 3:10 to go. Gonzalez will set the play in motion for the Lancers. Monhu goes to Foster. Foster lost his dribble. We'll leave it to Gonzalez. And now this place is getting noisy. Edison inside the three-point line goes out to Monhoot in the corner.
Triton taking away all breathing room right here.
Monhoot caught in the corner. It's a dead ball. He goes to Gonzalez. And this place is loud.
Yep. The phones are down.
Monhoot. Long possession. Edison off the screen. Riffle fighting his way through. Edison backing down. Fadeaway jumper for the lead. Draws the foul. He goes to the line for 2, and Riffle is done for the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Foul's called on number 20, Gage Riffle. That's his 5th. Lance Edison at the line, shooting 2.
This is going to be a big spot for Jamison Swanson as he checks in for the Triton senior Riffle.
I talked to him a little before the game. He was fired up about this. We were talking about predictions and what to expect tonight, and he said we're going out and we're going to put on a show.
The show it's been. Edison looking for the equalizer on the first free throw and does. He is 5, 6 of 8 here tonight Thank goodness he's missed at least one extra one, so I don't have to say it. For the lead. Count it. The Lancers back out in front, 2:20 to go. And now the LaVille fans trying to cheer on their defense. Swanson, top of the key, now goes to Brady Wood. To Landon Patrick. Boy, this place has been electric from start to finish. Swanson goes to his brother, top of the key. Landon Patrick goes to Brady Wood. Julian Swanson now. He will drive. Goes up with a runner for the lead. Off the iron. No good. Rebound there for Monhoot.
He's got 9.
Edison dribbles his way in. Here comes Brady Wood. Jamison Swanson takes it away. Triton is going to get fouled on the way to the basket. That's a smart foul there by Edison.
Yeah, he had plenty to give. That's his second. The team's third.
So Triton will inbound from their own baseline. We're getting your money's worth tonight. Patrick goes to Jamison Swanson. Minute 35 to go. Julian Swanson goes to Landon Patrick. Back to Swanson. Triton working outside the perimeter, trying to open up for the right look. Here comes the trap in the corner, goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer. Final minute nearing. Triton real patient here. Lancers by 1. Final minute of overtime. Swanson out to Brady Wood. Brady Wood, excuse me, as he goes, Brady Wood goes to Swanson, now to Landon Patrick.
Oh, our clock stopped. So
Swanson, 40 seconds on the clock, takes the lead.
There's any time to showcase your defense, it's right now.
34 seconds, too tall for Edison, and the Lancers turn it over. And a timeout for Michael Edison as they will talk with 32 seconds to go. Triton has a lead. What a play by Julian Swanson, and the youngsters are awake across the way.
I think that was supposed to be the worm.
Hey, there's some talent down there along those lines. Here we go. There's the worm. We're trying. He gets an A for effort.
Oh, here, let's take a look at that floating foul again.
This was early on. Those two collided. It was good. It was the right idea by Edison. Say, hey, I'm not going to foul hard, but you're not going to get an easy look. So Triton has to go the full length of the floor. They have 3 timeouts remaining. LaVille has 4.
LaVille putting up their press here.
How bad do you want it? Who keeps their composure? 1-point ball game as the student sections rise to their feet.
He can't move, can he? Because it was not a made shot.
Yep, cannot move.
Oh, Patrick, good.
Up the floor he goes. Ooh. Gonzalez tugged the jersey. It was for safety reasons. He saw a slippery spot. Swanson and a reach-in foul called on the Lancers.
So Foster is going to pick up his 3rd. But still, team's 4th.
I think that's a good idea there by Michael Edison. Get the foul, stop the clock.
Yeah.
And if you get to the bonus, try and beat you at the free throw line, where tonight, Kenny, the Trojans are
5 of 7.
So they can beat you. Mm-hmm. Reach in foul by Gonzalez. Now Triton will go to the line, and that's the guy you want to go there.
So Gonzalez going to pick up his 2nd. Brady was 4 or 5 there tonight.
First one on the way. Drops in the bucket.
He is leading all Trojan scorers with 15, tied with Edison on the LaVille side.
Yep, somebody lost battery just now, too. We've been going too long.
Wood again. Tickles the twine, and a timeout for Jason Groves. And it will be looks to be a full timeout.
Yep, that's all he's got.
3-point ball game.
Now you got to wrestle these guys in, play smart. Or you might just foul and let them go to the bat. And if they get 2, you're still up by 1.
It's okay, Caitlin. It's the transmitter. Just keep recording.
You're doing fine there, Rook.
I don't know if you guys want me back. Last game I was here, overtime.
Well, I don't mind. Overtimes are fun to call in my experience.
Yep.
JV's not always as fun sometimes as we want to get going, but that's Abby's fault.
Or no, maybe it must be the camera battery. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Double overtime in the JV, mind you.
The tank should be totally full, but I don't know.
So either way, it's been a good ball game here tonight. Triton and LaVille, I mean, we got in the overtime. These two sides have done well. It's the defense from the get-go. Like I said, John Harrell's prediction, when I looked at him, like, there is no way. There is no way. This game is going to be way tighter than that one.
Triton's had a 6-point lead, and LaVille's had a 5-point lead. So that's how tight this has been.
And to note, this is Triton's lowest scoring output of the year.
That's what I was thinking. If LaVille could keep Triton from scoring, they'd be right here in it.
Triton defensively on average, with the Lance are going to call timeout.
They did the crossed.
As I was noting before, that 47 points was against Northwood, but Triton averages allowing 36 points a game. We are at 37. And the Lancers average 51 and allow 43. So,
that's right there.
Right there.
Analytics, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Did Claude tell you that one?
He doesn't want to give it up yet.
Well, Claude wasn't even close with the point total. He gets 52-47.
Yeah.
If it didn't take so long, I'd push it on here, but I can't.
He was 10 points a little strong.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the stats I've got to see what it is.
Oh,
yeah. That was pregame.
That was pregame.
That was pregame.
Shoot, I should have pushed that towards the beginning just to see.
And for both of these sides, I mean, you look at their opponents' records. Triton's is 21-43 for some of the groups they fit. I mean, that Northwood team is outstanding. We saw a good group there in Winamac. Plymouth, that game was good as well. And LaVille, their opponents, 45-59, featuring a Westview team, which they lost to, a team that we've seen a few times in the region where we got to call those games. Jimtown's tough and strong again. Manchester still has some players over there as well, and Wawasee won in overtime their last time out. So LaVille's battle-tested. They are 1-1 in overtime. They are no stranger to the fifth quarter.
This has all the makings of a classic finish.
Well, first time in this series history, as Orion noted, that they've gone to overtime. Isaac Quintana's out there for Jamison Swanson. Here we go. And LaVille throws it away. Miscommunication. And Jason Gross is like,
whoa.
They're going to give it back to him.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's. There we go. There we go.
Okay, I was concerned, like, what is going on?
I was a little hesitant on that.
So now there's speculation. They think Jameson Swanson was on the floor. So now Quintana, they said after the timeout, so they're going to put Quintana back out onto the floor. Jason Groves call a timeout and reorganize. I think he's going to let his group play out there. Jason Groves letting Brady Wood know what he has in his pocket.
Yep, they've seen it.
Here we go.
He had a quick look to Swanson. Right idea not to force it because LaVille still has 3 timeouts. Triton with 1 remaining. Cue the March Madness music.
Mm-hmm.
Got a thriller tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be at Oregon Davis for the girls.
Varsity only.
Varsity only, so that will be a 6:30 start. That's Eastern time. Will be 5:30 Central if those fans from in a different time zone are watching. If you ask me for anywhere else, I got no idea.
I cannot do time changes.
Well, let's think Hawaii's like 6 hours. I can't lip read.
Are we doing an interview?
Yes, depending on what happens. Glad you can read.
He had the microphone. That's
I know.
What this was.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Should be
He's giving you that.
getting her a minute.
Oh, we got Caitlin's camera back. No, we don't.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh.
Oh, it's in it. Oh, she's trying to restart the camera on a low battery.
It seemed like that was a pretty long minute here.
Did these last timeouts have felt like forever?
Well, everybody burned up their 30s early, so now we go to the fulls.
Well, tensions are running high. Triton only has one timeout remaining, 14.6 to go. 3 points separate the two sides.
Their biggest thing is get that ball.
Brady Wood's running out of time, goes to Quintana. Gonzalez ripped it away, and it goes out of bounds. In front of the score table, Triton hangs on to it with 11.7.
They're moving down the sideline slowly but surely.
Jason Groves pointed at it. That's where the LaVille fan says, did he touch it? So Jamison Swanson out there. They get the substitution they wanted after that turnover. Here we go, 11.7 seconds to go. Goes to Jamison Swanson, and Foster will commit the foul.
And that's going to be his fourth.
The sophomore Jamison Swanson heads to the line.
Hasn't been up there this evening.
Drops it in. Now it's a two-possession game with 10 seconds to go. Second free throw. Drops in the bucket. And Quintana's back out there. Going to get some length with that speed he's got. Can't lose track of Skiles. Jason Groves kind of pushing everybody back with 10 seconds. It's a two-possession game. No fouls here. Foster hands it to Edison. Edison forces a three from the corner. No good. Brady Wood rips it away. Foster forces a three. Triton's going to win the first time in overtime against the Lancers. The Trojans win 42-37. Wow, what a game. Both of these sides, I'm telling you what, 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
Whoo, better stay up late. It's going to be a good one.
Yes, we can do that. Yep. So free throws, LaVille 7-11, Triton 9 of 11. 2-pointers, LaVille 12 of 27, Triton 6 of 18. But those 3-pointers, Triton just tried a barrage of them there. Just got 7 of 28. LaVille just got 2 of their 13 attempts, and on that turnover count, 24-17. Leading LaVille was Edison with 15, Manhoot with 10, Skiles, Gonzaga each with 5, and then Foster rounds their scoring out with 2 for the Trojans. Brady Wood with 16, Riffle with 9, Patrick and Swanson all with 5, and then Jaden Overmeyer rounds out their scoring with 2. So just stay tuned here, and we're going to get around here and get either a player or get an interview of some sort.
Coach, this is the first time you guys have ever gone into overtime these two schools ever had. I mean, Orion had that stat, then Kenny told me, and then I told Jordan, so that's how I got on the PA announcer.
Is that true?
That is true. Orion did the studies.
Last year?
We did not go into overtime. It came down to the end. So, but tonight, with this group here, what's it like to get a win like this? I mean, coming out of Christmas break where obviously the rust was there.
I mean, we looked like we were off for about a month, so it's nice to get the win. I told our kids, when you play like we did and still get the win, that's a really good thing. But, we have a long way to go. We got to get better and hopefully shake off the rust. And we weren't ourselves. We didn't shoot well. We didn't move the ball well. We were hesitant. I thought defensively we played well enough to win. Just offensively we were just struggling. Too many turnovers, just too many silly things.
And what was the plan with Edison? I know he leads the team in points, but the defensive battle with him and Gage Riffle early on was a lot of fun to watch. Then you had Landon Patrick guarding him as the game went on. But, I mean, you guys did what was the plan defensively for him?
Obviously just stay with him, don't leave him, and, follow him around every screen and have those other guys help off when he has the ball. He's averaging, I think, 24 a game. I think he scored 20 or 17 points or more, or 16 or something like that, 16 or more in the last 9 games. So, we just had to chase him and, it was a team effort, not just one person. Gage is kind of our guy that can run forever and get around those screens and be skinny around those screens, and he did a nice job doing that. We just can't, get into foul trouble like we did.
And for you guys, again, I mean, the difference in a game, it comes down to free throws. They were 7 of 11. You guys were 9 of 11. You made some big free throws in crunch time. What's it like to send a guy like Brady Wood to the line and your other players that did a good job in the free throw stripe tonight?
Yeah, and that's one thing we worked on a little bit over break. Maybe the only thing that looked like maybe we worked on. But we were shooting poorly from the free throw line. Nice to see a sophomore step up and knock down some free throws. Jamison hit some free throws as well. So, yeah, that's good because I think as a team we were shooting around 40-some%, which is really not good. So, we kind of made a focus that, that was probably my fault and just not making it a focus in practice. So we just got to be better with that.
Friday, a big game, that, I mean, the first time in regular season you guys have met Couts. What's that looking like Friday night for these two schools?
It's a good opportunity. Obviously I told our kids we're not going to be anywhere near them playing like we did tonight. We got to dial in. And I think practices, you can't just turn it on in a game. It's got to be in practice. And I felt like there was times at break we weren't mentally locked in. And so, to get this opportunity like this, you got to be mentally locked in all the time. It's a great opportunity for our kids. I know they're excited about it. But it's a really good team. We're going to have to play really well.
All right, Coach, let's get you other interviews. We'll bring in Brady Wood here when you're ready. Well, Brady, 16 points tonight, but the free throws, those were big at the end. That was clutch. I mean, you want to come in clutch like this. Yes, it wasn't the prettiest shooting night, but you guys found a way to win. What were you guys saying to one another on that bench and in between quarters?
We're just trying to find any ways to do things and not rely on the three, like get points off of steals. We got to be scrappy, just other things than shooting, just finding a way to win.
You guys proved tonight that it's not the matter of the size of the dog in the fight, it's the matter of the size of the fight and the dog, and they were a lot bigger and longer, but you guys found a way to answer defensively. The intensity, what was that? I mean, Coach obviously had the game plan going on, but for you guys, what's it like to know that you can run with a team like that?
It's Triton basketball. It's installed into our heads. We got to be scrappy. We're always undersized, so it's just something that we've learned over the years.
And for you, again, I mean, as a sophomore doing this, talk to these kids about how important it is to be practicing those free throws because obviously they're important when the game's on the line.
Yeah, I was actually struggling in the beginning of the year at practice with free throws all the time. So me and my dad, obviously, we got in here, shot some free throws, and he always talks to me. He's like, you're down 1, you're in a big game, you got to hit this to seal it. And, I've been in those moments in my head, so that's just, he's prepped me for that.
And for you guys as a group, did the group as a team get together to do some stuff over the holiday break?
Yeah, we had some private open gyms where kids put it together, and then we had a lot of workouts. We were getting after it, but we like to get in the gym and go harder. It showed tonight that we may have been slacking a little bit.
But for you guys, the camaraderie, the closeness of this group, I mean, you guys do a lot of stuff together off the floor. How important is, I mean, you got it's a real strong senior group, but yet everybody's pretty real strong all the way down into those freshmen.
It's a big thing to feel like a family. If you don't feel like a family, it's always harder to get along and do things on the court. So, yeah, that's a huge thing, just feeling like a family, getting along with everyone.
So if it's okay to ask, any good Christmas gifts this year? I mean, it is past Christmas.
I got a bunch of gift cards. I just got my license, so I drove up to Fort Wayne, just went shopping by myself. So
should we be concerned about the driving, or do I need to ask Mom and Dad, should I be concerned?
We haven't found out yet. We'll see.
Haven't found out yet. Okay. Well, Brady, congratulations here tonight. We're going to hang it up here from the Terrace Trojan Trench. We'll be at Counts on Friday night, but join us tomorrow night as the girls travel to Oregon Days for a big Hoosier North Athletic Conference matchup. Again, thanks for watching here tonight. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.